Hello everyone, this is Suzanne at Guy Crochet and Chatter, and as you can see, it's a sunshine day. Oh, it's so great. It's so warm today. It's like 71. We're going to go for a walk in a little bit. We've been busy this morning. I got my new phone, which I had to get myself another new phone. Our budget's really taking a hit this month, but my other phone was degrading. And so I've been updating this phone and my husband's as well, and that takes time. But it's all good. And don't mind the sunshine on my face. Oh, I love it. There's not going to be very many days left of this. All right. I'm sorry I did not come on yesterday. Yesterday was Ron's birthday. And I had to finish up some shopping for that. I didn't know I was going to get tied up so long at the Metro PCS place with my phone, and there were other customers, and then I had to run to Myers to get a connection, and time I got home it was like 5:30, and then I made Ron a beautiful steak dinner, and he opened his presents and he loved them, and played a special love song for him, and yeah, it was a beautiful birthday. Today we are going to talk about the biggest move of all. How many times have you moved in your life? I've moved about 16 times over my life. I'm 72 now, and it's like, wow, that's a lot of moving. I really admire when people stay in their original homes all their lives. My brother and his wife did that. They got a beautiful country home, and they've remodeled over the years, and it's a piece of heaven on earth. I think there's something to be said about continuity, about longevity. You know, if you can stay in one spot, if you don't have to move and you like your area, you know, kids growing up in the same home they've lived in all their lives. I kind of wish I would have done that now. And only if I could go back, right? But we can't go back, but we can go forward and we can improve on ourselves each and every day. I think now I'm at my best. I've learned a lot. I've gotten in trouble. I've gotten out of trouble. I turned my life over to the Lord, which was the biggest event in my life, even over having my children. And it should be that way. When we give our lives to the Lord, that is the ultimate thing that we can do. The best thing we can do in our lives is giving ourselves to the Lord. I love my children dearly, but God comes first in all things. And it's just one big circle of love. All right, let's get to our devotional today. Numbers 9:15 through 23. Whenever the cloud lifted from above the tent, the Israelites set out. Wherever the cloud settled, the Israelites encamped. Moves of the heart. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Americans move from one address to another an average of 11 to 12 times during the course of a lifetime. In a recent year, 28 million people packed up, moved, unpacked under a new roof. During Israel's 40 years in the wilderness, the cloud of God's presence led a whole family nation to make one move after another in anticipation of a new homeland. The account is so repetitious, it reads almost like a comedy. Over and over, the huge family packed, unpacked, not only its own belongings, but also the tent and the furnishings of the tabernacle, where the God of the cloud met with Moses. Now, can you imagine? Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people. They get settled, and then God moves forward. He settles. They say, okay, we got to stop here. Unpack everything. Come on, kids, get down. It's time to set up camp again. And then, oops, he's on the move again. We got to go. So we got to go where God leads us. It may be hard. It may be difficult at times. You may not like change. I know when I get comfortable where I'm at, I don't like change so much, but I've learned over the years I need to embrace it because I could be moving to a much better position, a much better area. I know a lot of people are moving these days because of financial issues, rent's going up, housing's going up, and I think if we come face to face with it and come to terms with it, it's not a bad thing. But some people get set in their ways. My husband, on the TV, he has pre-recorded programs he enjoys watching. We watch like Gunsmoke, we watch Hawaii Five-0, we watch Life, which talks about all the animals. Oh my goodness, what Life is called, Life Planet, I believe. Amazing, amazing creatures that God has created, and it just boggles the mind. How can you not say there's not a God? How can you say that God is not here? And that doesn't, I can't wrap my brain around that at all. Yes, moving is a tremendous task. One time when I moved, we had 2 huge vans to move our stuff, because we had not only our main living area in the house we lived in, but we had a big basement that was as big as the house, and we had furniture down there. So that was a really big move. Many years later, Jesus would give fuller meaning to the story of Israel's moving days. Instead of leading from a cloud, he came in person. When he said, "Follow me," he began showing that the most important changes of address happen on the roads of the heart. By leading both friends and enemies to the foot of a Roman cross, he showed how far the God of the cloud and tabernacle would go to rescue us. God will lay down his life for us. Jesus laid down his life for us. Why? Because it happened on the road of his heart. And God's love costs sometimes. It cost Jesus his life on the cross. But he beat the devil, didn't he? He rose again. He's going to rescue us. He's not done. Some say we're living in the last days, with everything that the Bible predictions say about evil will increase and abound, famine, all these things. We see a lot of that starting to happen. But don't be afraid, don't fear, because God is our leader. He will lead us eventually home. And that's what we have to put our faith, hope, and trust in, and not be fearful of all the changes that are coming. I know in Michigan, the abortion thing passed, and I'm very upset about that they can even, a 14-year-old can tell the teacher she's pregnant, and they will quietly get her an abortion and not tell the parents. And kids making up their minds if they want to change sex genders. And it's horrible. It's just horrible. But we're told to keep working, keep toiling, till the day the Lord comes. We're not to stop. We're not to huddle in a corner and cry and get all upset and depressed. We've got to put on that happy face and know that, yeah, but my God's in charge. And if my God leads me down a path that leads to my death to stand up for my faith, well, so be it. We got to follow the Lord. Like changes of addresses, such moves of the heart are unsettling. But someday, from a window in our Father's house, we'll see that Jesus led us all the way. Moves of the heart are unsettling. Wow. Can you imagine looking out a window in heaven, and we see, wow, Jesus, you were there every step of the way. That was you? That was you? Whoa. I thought something. I said that was a God thing. In what way does choosing to follow God unsettle you? What has it cost you? How did you feel uncomfortable? How might prayer help to strengthen your faith and trust in Him? Lord, you know how much we don't like to move, but we want to follow you. Please help us go wherever your love leads today. Lord, you know how much we don't like to move, but we want to follow you. I want to follow you, Lord. Wherever you go, I go. Even if that leads into leading me to jail, leading me wherever, you have a plan for my life. And I have to trust that plan that you have for my life. And I can't be, oh, woe me all the time when something happens and I'm unsettled because this is going on or that's going on or now what happened. You know, I have to remember at those times, Jesus is leading you. He'll get you through this. You're going to go through some murky waters. You're not going to like it, but trust in me. So, who is going to trust in Jesus to lead you this day? Me. Come on, raise your hands. Higher, higher, higher. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord, right? Hallelujah. Praise Jehovah, for his name alone is high, and his glory is exalted. Oh, isn't that a great song? All right, everyone. This is Suzanne at Crochet and Chatter. I am feeling great again. It's so good to have that tummy pain gone. It's just, I have a tiny little bit of in there yet, but oh my goodness. You know, I feel like walking. I feel like doing things. Monday, or next Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday, or was it Monday? The first of next week, I have an appointment with my knee doctor to find out what we're going to do about my knee. Hopefully, he can give me a shot, and I can head off having surgery. So keep me in your prayers for that. And yes, today I did work on, probably can't tell much now, but I did add some more. There you go. It's getting there. I'm trying to have it done by Thanksgiving to give it to him. This is, like I said, this is the rest of his birthday present. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to leave a link in the drop-down box below for you because I watched a video yesterday of how to work your yarn, your tail in when you're crocheting. Super neat trick to do. You don't have all those tails to weave in at the end. It is absolutely fantastic aid in crocheting. So, you might want to look that up a little bit. All right, I'll put it in the drop-down box below. Lord willing, I'll be back on tomorrow with another awesome, fantastic devotion. Bye for now.